Hey, me Matt here. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to WHEELZ of FURY, a show that we talk about wrestling or whatever, and mostly can't really think of any ideas since nobody writes us messages or questions. So, anyways, you get what you get. This week in wrestling was quite interesting, however. Yeah, I mean, I already told you my thoughts. What did you think of it? You know, and Alicia Fox, we knew that was gonna happen. The match with Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, the ending pretty much was inevitable. Yeah. The tag match went over fairly well between Cedric Alexander was Rich Swann, Gallagher, and get vicious, and Alexander pulled off the win, which was quite impressive. The match with Finn Balor and AJ Styles was amazing. There was a whole thing at the end, and which was yeah. I mean, hot potato back and forth isn't a good idea. We'll get to 205 in a minute. Yeah. But you were watching part of a podcast talking about the thing with Finn Balor and Kane. Yes. And their match. You thought, or this guy thought that Finn was gonna get buried because him and AJ did the too sweet thing. Yeah. But what was that all about? I kind of was just listening to it when we were watching, I think, Impact at the time. Yeah. Which you had already started watching, then we finished watching together. But essentially what it was is, I guess there's some speculation that Kane beat up Finn Balor was because of that whole ending between the match with, and what these guys in the had said was essentially it was just like a packing order. I guess it's because Kane is one of the more experienced guys on the roster, and that also, to get more into it, I believe that's also a part of what Kane he did what he did to Balor, insisting that he was the dominant monster of Raw and not Braun Strowman. He's talking about, Braun Strowman is a monster among men. He's taking out so many people, beating them up, and this, that, and the other thing. It means that he's the real dominant monster, which very well could end up maybe either being the next dominant monster of Monday Night Raw is. And with Kane, with Kane having been in the business now for 20 years. Yeah. Well, in the WWE. It seems as if they're trying to make Kane still wrestling, still feuding with people, but I think at some point he might, wind his career down and, who knows, end up agent, producer, talent with WWE, but for right now, they're pushing Kane as this monster still, and with him against Braun Strowman. Yeah, and that would be cool. What they had also cast was Finn Balor, when he's the demon, he's, you know, that much further above Kane, so to speak. When he's the demon, he's, like, pushed to no ends. Or with Finn Balor just as himself, I guess Kane is that much more superior. Make it seem as if Balor on his own thing are like two totally, not necessarily wrestlers per se, but two different perspectives as to, like, Finn Balor is a good wrestler, but he just ends up kind of not going very far. When he transforms into this Demon King, he elevates himself to the next level, and in WWE really has been pushing him good positions on a card that he's on, whether it be, well, mostly pay-per-views, but yeah.
And, you know, and that's what really bothered me when they brought him in, because originally when he went into NXT, they had him as, you know, his original, Prince Devitt. And that was great, you know, but then it decided to change to Finn Balor, which I understand, but here's the thing. When someone says Demon King, and then you're gonna go Demon Kane,
it can be confusing.
Makes no fucking sense. Why not? But when he wears the paint and the little, call him Prince Devitt, makes a lot of sense to me. And then he could have Demon Kane, but you're still gonna call him the Demon King, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. You know, and Balor for some reason anyways.
Which is ridiculous because Balor's one of the more technical wrestlers there is at WWE right now. You know, like I said, the match between him and AJ was amazing. And you know, with the whole thing about Balor and then having AJ on Raw in a 6-man tag match was, it almost seemed as if, like, they only wanted to have AJ and Balor fight each other the once, so that they could do the whole thing with Survivor Series.
Yeah, it's like you had so many people on the roster. You could have had Luke Gallows, you could have had anybody else, but no, you had to go with somebody on Smackdown. Well, I mean, it was a really good match and all, but still, I think that's where what we're gonna go with. Hell, let's do it right now. So, Raw was good. The first part was...
Yes.
Well, actually, I missed all of it, unfortunately.
Yes.
So I was able to catch some of it on the computer, at least.
They show Kurt Angle in his office. He's on his cell phone, talking to somebody. There's a knock on the door. He says to whoever he's talking to on the phone, "Oh, I'll call you back." He turns. Oh my god, the camera pans over. There's Shane standing there. And Kurt Angle and Shane are getting into, oh, Raw's gonna be SmackDown. No, SmackDown's gonna be Raw. Just kind of like two old buddies hashing it out. The Survivor be like a friendly competition. Which, later on, when Kurt Angle was in the ring, he was going to announce who was going to be on the man team for Survivor Series. Shane's music starts playing, and there may be a back and forth thing between Kurt and Shane. And they're surrounding the ring, Shield style, if you will, and, you know, Kurt Angle is, like, kind of caught off guard. And so he leaves the ring and goes up the ramp, gonna head to the back, and Shane goes, "Get him!" And they all go off and chase Kurt Angle backstage, and then Smackdown's wreaking havoc all over the Raw locker room, beating up anybody and everybody they can find. And then you got Rusev and Baron Corbin find Kurt Angle, probably in his office or whatever, from like the side of the stage, up on the stage, down the ramp, to the ring. Kurt Angle gets in the ring with Shane, and Shane goes, "We're gonna win," like, bottom line. And then he pulls off Kurt Angle's, standard catchphrase. And Shane and Smackdown leave the building through the crowd like they came, and then in the ring, just perplexed at the situation that happens, and that was the end of Raw.
Huh. Like, it just seemed to me that it came out of nowhere, but now I understand.
Yeah.
But
instead, they're gonna pursue it that it's that same premises, just for Survivor Series.
And that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I'm sure it'll work.
Yeah, who comes out on top?
Yeah,
exactly. You have...
Who's the dominant, superior brand?
You got... Not only that, but you also have Jinder Mahal, or Mahal, who challenged Brock Lesnar to a match. So that'll work. And now, who knows? You might even have Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss.
Well, actually, it was at the top came out and he started announcing some matches for Survivor Series.
Oh.
There were a 10-man elimination match, SmackDown against Raw, a 10-woman elimination match for Survivor Series, Raw against SmackDown. They're going to have Baron Corbin. They're going to have Alexa Bliss against Natalya. They're going to have, of course, Jinder Mahal against Brock Lesnar. They're going to have the Usos against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And it's kind of like, who's the better women's champion? Who's the better tag team champion? Amazing Baron Corbin's kind of whatever, because you can't go who's the better whatever with that. And Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal will probably be like, who's the more dominant main champion, I guess you could say.
And, I kind of had a lot of thought into this, too. If they ever had another brand split, what happens if the WWE Championship goes on to Raw, and then the Universal Championship goes on to SmackDown? Do they make the Universal Championship blue?
Yeah, really.
That'd be interesting. I mean, I love the color blue, but as I've said a few episodes back, it's like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mm.
Got purple, red, blue, what other, yellow, and it's like, really? But, you know what, it's going to be interesting, because I want to see who is the better brand.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Anyways, what else happened on Raw? And she cut a promo saying she deserves everybody's respect, and she's the queen, or the goddess.
Yeah.
And then basically Mickey James came out and whatever kick they call it now.
Yeah.
And grabs the mic and says, "Yes, you do deserve that." So
yeah, Mickey kicks Alexa, then gives you that swinging DDT thing, and picks up the ring rules. You do deserve it, because Alexa's trying to get the fans to chant to her, "You deserve it." Robert and champion, and show their approval for her or whatever, and that's when Mickey came out and did that.
But also, I heard that Elias had another match with JJ.
Yes.
Which, yeah, whatever.
Really go very well.
Should have shoved those vegetables up his ass. Then, of course, a rematch. Asuka once again squashed Emma.
Yes. And of course, you had Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman doing what he said on Smackdown, challenging Brock to a match, and that whole thing.
Yeah, I think my fear was he wanted a champion versus champion match. So if he won, he would have got the Universal Champion. If Brock Lesnar won, he would have got the WWE Championship. That was my thinking at first. Obviously, that's not the case.
No.
But it should be interesting, and once again, it's a huge fucking shame there's no pyro.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make it a big fuss, but the shows would be a hell of a lot more interesting if you brought that back.
Yeah.
But in any case, Survivor Series is in Texas, so that's cool. Everything's big in Texas. Yeah, so I was pretty empty in backstage area,
yeah,
so
that was good. Yeah.
Planning to
build this thing up.
But it started off great.
Fatal 5-way to determine Lee, Sasha. I can't remember who the other two were. Anyways, Alicia ended up winning that one.
Yeah. Smackdown was pretty good. Once again,
I hope, off to Smackdown we go. A match with Corbin and Sin Cara.
Nice. And when did he come back?
Like last week.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Because I was watching, I guess it was last week, they showed a clip. And I'm like, oh, he's back. That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, nowhere near the size it used to be.
Oh, you think it's...
I'm not really talking about muscular build.
Oh.
I'm talking about kind of portly looking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I mean, whether it was... The guy was in relatively good shape. He wasn't, you know, completely jacked. But, you know, he didn't... Cruiserweight shape, you could say.
Yeah.
But since he's come back, he looks like he's about 30 pounds or so. He can still do the high flying stick. Just doesn't seem... He looks more like a heavyweight than he does a cruiserweight, put it that. For him, quite a big boy.
It's crazy.
And he's not, like, super fat. He's put on weight, to say the least.
Right on.
What else do we have?
Becky Lynch, Naomi, Tamina.
Become captain for the Smackdown Women's Survivor Series team.
So that's pretty cool. And it's took on who was the main event?
Sami Zayn and Randy Orton.
And Sami Zayn gave Orton a low blow.
Yeah, Orton hit Sami with an arc.
The actual squad of 3 falls. That's next week.
Yeah. Well, that's just what I was going to say.
Oh. And it should be fun. I expected them to have something else, though.
Yeah. And see, that's the kind of thing with Matt and I sometimes. We can kind of feed up each other and finish each other's sentences, finish each other's thoughts. Yeah, that's where I was going with. And I don't know, it should be pretty good.
Yeah, I would have expected so. However, I think that these guys have good chemistry.
Yeah. Soon, don't know, but it'll come. We'll see when it comes.
Yeah.
And you have, of course, at the top of the show, you what happened, the Under Siege, and what happened on Raw.
The Under Siege, like, what the fuck is that, really?
I don't
Steven
know.
Seagal gonna come out?
And then, of course, you had Sami Zayn come out, and, you know, he's putting the dog on Shane and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see it.
And then you got Shane making the announcement that Sami is going to face Orton. And
yeah, that should be cool. So there you go. That was unless.
Well, there is more that happened on SmackDown. The New Day, that's who it was. Shelton Benjamin tried Cable against the New Day. And he had Sin Cara against Corbin. Jinder Mahal responds to Brock Lesnar. Oh yeah, AJ against Sunil Singh. That match went pretty good.
Oh, yeah, so next week it's gonna be the other brother versus AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Samir, I think.
Yeah. The 205. And that was actually a pretty good show.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising, you know, it could be hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, part of the reason is because Enzo lost his voice. So he has to have Daivari come out. Daivari De Niro. That was fun.
Interpretive dialogue.
Yes.
I guess Enzo celebrating Cruiserweight title victory early and partied a little too hard and lost his voice.
Yes. And so him and fucking hell.
Kalisto.
Him and Kalisto. And it was
kicked the shit more or less out of Enzo.
Oh yeah. Which was pretty cool. And then of course Enzo went on the mic, sounded like Brian Pillman.
Yeah.
And at least he keeps the title for now. You
Yeah.
know, I think that he needs to keep it longer. I didn't like the fact that Kalisto title on Eddie Guerrero's birthday. I thought that was lame. I mean, it's bad enough that Rey Mysterio won the world title for Eddie Guerrero, which I don't know what is what it is.
Yeah.
Because we all knew that Enzo was gonna win it back.
Yeah.
But whatever. I think that Enzo should keep the belt for longer, then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann against Tony Nese and...
Oh, no, Mandar.
Yes. That was a pretty good match. Kendrick and
Gallagher in the aisle, and they're like, okay, we know what's going on. We're gonna convince Cedric to join the dark side.
Yeah.
And we had Jack explaining that he was a good guy, but now he saw the light, and now he just wins and doesn't care about what everyone thinks. So, I don't want to see Cedric go heel. It's kind of interesting how it's working its way through. Again, we'll see what happens. And I don't know why, but I really marked out when I saw Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander in matching ring gear. You don't see too many tag teams with matching gear anymore.
Well, really, all it fucking was both of them are, you know, mark it all you want, go for it.
I thought it was cool. Drew Gulak come out, and nobody makes PowerPoint.
Nobody makes PowerPoint more lame.
That's true as well, yeah. I used to use that shit a lot, though.
I mean, don't get me wrong, PowerPoint's a good program to use, but for the love of God, do you not think he could either finish getting through the whole 277 fucking slides, or just give up the damn thing?
Yeah, I really hope that's not his gimmick.
Instead, you go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, no jumping off the top rope. Go screw yourself.
Yeah, what's next, Ward? So...
Word! No.
Yeah, he came out, and he fought... Yes. There was another really good luchador.
See?
And, you know, it's really cool that we have Grand Metalik and Sin Cara is back, and then, of course, you get Kalisto. It would be cool if all three of them once teamed together for a match with whoever.
Yeah.
You know, that would be cool. Who won that match? It was, yeah, it was Grand Metalik, right? Yes. See, I got something right. It was a good show, like I said, and sometimes I forget, and that's just the way it is. But,
of course, after the match, you got Drew Gulak kind of attacking Metalik, and looks like he's going to take out his leg, and who's to come out? Mr. Ah himself.
Not a good. I can't wait to see those two go at it in a match.
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not sure how they're going to work it in. I'm not quite sure where the Titus brand is, but this is going to be a good show if this match happens. Of course, he's back with his voice after getting crushed by Drew Gulak.
I really don't think he got crushed. I think he was sore for a little bit, but if it was crushed, he would have been out for longer than like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think
Could have
so.
been at least a month or two.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it won't be like my voice was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. So that's 205. Impact, we just saw Impact.
It was an interesting show.
Yeah, because they went to a few different matches, one from AAA, they got one from Wrestling Noah, and one from
The Crash, and a couple from organization out of Windsor, Border City Wrestling.
Yes, another Canadian wrestling promotion that I have yet to discover, but it was cool to see that, you know, and it's funny because you had Borash and Matthews do commentary. So,
Yeah, who really did the commentary for it.
yeah, but those were some good matches too.
Yeah.
Like Japan had
Eddie Edwards defending his GHC championship against Masawa.
Yes, I know. Well, there's the dead guy, Masawa. It was dedicated to him.
Yeah, anyway.
And that was a...
Yeah, well, first you had between Oates, who has been highly advertised on Smash, and his partner, guys or whatever, and then Tarek.
You know, and I said this before, they should have Tariq join Jinder Mahal in a match.
It was a four-way match, so I'll start over that. You had Tarek, a Japanese guy, what was his name? The Egyptian wrestler. Abraham.
Yes.
Israel Abraham or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Windsor's own Petey Williams.
Yeah, Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams. And, you know, one quick thing before we move on. There's a Peterborough show coming up for Smash. I know we'll talk about Smash in a minute, but Petey Williams is going to be there, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool.
So, and this was a good match too. You know, it's great to see there are different promotions on one show. But what also was cool about Impact was seeing MMA and pro wrestling together, as Bobby Lashley is with American
Top Team, and
you have King Mo.
Yeah, King Mo.
And
that whole group, and then Lashley took on Moose, and Moose is friends with UFC fighter, Hall of Fame.
You had King Mo. I had an interview with him. He said they disrespected us. Moose didn't bow, and
before entering the cage, he had his shoes on.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff, and then they got talking about the vandalism and stuff like that. But one thing he said was Moose and Bonner kind of intimidated and terrorized and scared the front desk receptionist woman. And it's like, that's bullshit. No, they didn't. They were polite to her. They were nice to her. Yes, they vandalized the shit out of the gym, but, you know, they didn't yell at her. They didn't scare her. They didn't threaten her. They were nice to her. They asked if Lashley was there. She said no. They asked if Dan Everett was there. She said no. She asked if she could take a message for them. She said no. They said no. Can we have a piece of paper and a pen? And then they went off and did what they did. They came back. Moose wrote down whatever the hell he wrote down, and they left. That was it. So that was complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
But, it was going on about how American Top Team gym is his home and nobody gets into our home, my home, and disrespects it and vandalizes it and whatever. And so he talked to Lashley and they agreed to take care of business, so to speak. And so that ended up leading to the match, which pretty much was a disqualification. And then you got Stephen Bonner coming in, taking his liberties with Lashley, wiping him out, and then he looks like he's gonna do something with Dan Lambert, and Bonner took a shirt off, and he's still in pretty good shape. I don't think he's fought in a while, but I'm sure he still works out and goes to the gym or whatever. Then, of course, you got the American Top Team crew coming in and taking down Bonner and beating him up, and then it looks like it's going to be just a big old group beating on Bonner, and here comes Moose with a steel chair, swinging it like a madman, taking out these guys, and then he picks up one of the dudes and essentially power bombs him over the top rope, which I'll give credit to everybody involved. Moose for, getting him out far enough over the top rope so he can land on his teammates, but his teammates actually being in a good position where the dude didn't, smash the back of his head off the concrete and whatever. And then you got Moose getting on the microphone and going, "Oh, Stephen Bonner's used to being in a steel cage. I know Lashley is, and I'm one crazy son of a bitch. So why do we make the tag team match 6 sides of steel?"
Yes.
So it looks like at Bound for Glory it's going to be Moose and Stephen Bonner against Lashley and King Mo in 6 sides of steel.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And also, it's LIX who are going to take on, it's OVE?
Yes. Ohio versus everything.
Yeah, and it's going to be a street fight. What kind of street fight?
In what they're calling a 51-50 street fight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And it's too bad that we're, because it is in Ottawa this year.
Yes.
I should have found a way to get there, but it is what it is.
It's interesting. The name of the arena, I guess you can call it, that they're going to have the event in Ottawa is called Aberdeen Pavilion Center. And it's like, shout out to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Shout out to Daniel Bryan and the late Kurt Cobain. And it shouldn't really be in Washington, but whatever.
Yeah.
Sure they have a thing over there called the Montreal House.
Oh, probably.
Something like that, but, yeah. Some night, to say the least.
Yeah.
I saw last week's Impact.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a match with Taya versus Rosemary, and what I have no idea what kind of match it is. And it's going to be blood, obviously.
Yeah.
But
that'll be interesting.
Yes. What else? So that was last week, though. This week, you had Not Head Hick, Trevor Lee.
Yes.
Who defeated what's his face?
The Ultimo Ninja. I believe is what they called him. Who they said was the brother of Garza Jr.
Yeah. So that was cool to see that, obviously. I don't know how I feel about Trevor Lee, but whatever. This was a good match.
We'll digress.
Yeah. And so...
From AAA, you had EC3 and James Storm against Tejano Jr. and... or maybe it is...
Cassandra? No.
It was Tejano and Purple Mask Dude against...
Yeah.
James Storm and EC3.
Yeah, which actually worked together.
Yes.
Which I thought was cool. And then they won. And I still hate EC3, but... Yeah, and you know, I watched AAA recently. Started watching it last year. Was a fan of CMMLL for almost 10 years. This show's good too. Obviously, you have the guys now going over to Impact, and then Taya going in there. Then you had the main event for Impact was Johnny Mundo. Yes, Johnny Mundo. And...
Well, the main event match was last against Moose, there was a tag team match with Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, John Morrison,
Johnny
Nitro,
and Hector Garza Jr.
against Eli Drake and Chris Adonis.
So that was interesting too.
Which I guess Drake is of the group DNA.
Yeah, that's a good team name.
Drake and Adonis.
But you see, it's pretty cool. I mean, he's a good heel, and it'll be interesting to see him carry the belt and how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to see John Morrison win the title. Could be somebody. I mean, it could be him, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm bound for glory. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't like Johnny Mundo either. So, and that's because I think he's a prick. And then, we got Eli Drake, who I kind of, sort of don't like, but he has grown on me. He is a really good heel. Yeah, there's really nothing more I could say about it.
Yeah.
Bound for Glory does mark the return of Alberto El Patron.
Yes.
So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
One has to think maybe helping Paige, but who knows? Unless they broke up, but...
Well, there's been some talk about Paige coming back to WWE.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So, I'm not sure when that will probably happen, or if it actually is going to happen, but there's been talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, there's also been some speculation about Caitlyn coming back to WWE.
Yeah, there has. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they would actually have her do, but...
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'd be definitely looking forward to that. There was really no knockouts match.
No.
This week, which kind of surprised, you know. But...
Well, with all the back and forth they were doing with, AAA and Crash, Noah, and then Border City Wrestling, that took up the majority of the show. And then, of course, they did kind of like a backstory with the whole Moose and Stephen Bonner thing, and then, Garza Jr. and Johnny Impact and Drake and Adonis, kind of backstory to that as well. And then both those matches, so that's your 2 hours in a nutshell.
Yeah. But, yeah, Impact was good.
Yeah.
I was really impressed, especially with the cross promotions. And, of course, the Can-Am Wrestling Dojo in Windsor, Ontario. Very cool. I wouldn't want to be a wrestler. Even though, yeah, it looks cool, I don't think I have the discipline.
Yeah.
But, despite, that and being in a wheelchair. But anyways, so, there's that. Ring of Honor was good.
Yes.
It was...
We had Mark Briscoe against Four Corner Survival match.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Briscoe, Punishment Martinez, Shane Taylor, and it'll probably come to one of us at some point. You had Mark Briscoe win that match.
And then, of course, you get Jay Briscoe come out. They have a face-to-face.
And he's talking, Jay's going on about, are you a Briscoe? Are you on my side?
Yeah.
Are we still a tag team, or are you just going to go off and compete in singles action on your own? And it's like, it's your brother. Come on. Let's get real.
See, and this is the thing, too, that really was confusing to me, is that, once again, you see, Bully Ray reminds me of Bad Kiss. I want to retire. No, I want to come back. No, I want to retire. Now I think he has no choice.
Yeah, he's retired pretty much for good now because of a concussion he got from taking a table to the head at the hands of Jake Briscoe at their last event.
There's that, and of course you got Kenny King, who is the television champion.
Yes.
And he had taken on...
There was a match with Kushida against... Well, it was interesting. It's along the same lines, but nothing really to do with the match. You had Kenny King face Kushida for the Ring of Honor television title in Las Vegas, which is Kenny's hometown.
Yes.
Kenny takes the title from Kushida, only have Kushida win, I think it was the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title?
Yes.
In Japan?
Yeah.
It was like, holy crap, talking about packing up where you left off.
The only thing I really regret, though, is missed out on Cody versus Suzuki.
That would have been a good match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, Cody Rhodes still retained.
Yes.
So, there you go.
Then there was Will Ferrara and Kenny King and him were the All Night Express.
Right.
Not Trent Beretta, he was partners with Rocky Romero. They took on I think it was the Tempura Boys.
Yes, that's right.
Team match.
Yeah. And that was a good match.
Yeah.
And they beat the Tempura Boys. So, I've thought about Kazarian and Daniels. I thought they had a match. That might have been last week.
They were kind of talking about... I think they're still going on about getting respect and being misconstrued by Ring of Honor management or something like that.
Yes. So, there it is. That was Ring of Honor. And so, okay.
Many Ring of Honor. No.
Yeah. So we go on to NXT. NXT was awesome.
NXT was really good, yeah.
Yeah. You got the Women's Battle Royal for the NXT title match. For the
408 for Houston at a takeover, and Nikki Cross ended up winning.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah, so, you get Ember Moon come out, and then
Kairi Sane
comes out, and
then of course you already have Peyton Royce already at ringside because Billie Kay was involved in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
So it started out with Nikki and her in the ring, and then Amber came out and Kairi Sane came out. And of course there's William Regal standing there with the Women's Championship as they had on a pedestal table on the stage. The women are looking at it as they're making their entrances to the Battle Royal. And one thing I noticed about that Battle Royal was a lot of the women in that match were participants in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
You had Dakota Kai, Mercedes Martinez. You had Bianca Belair.
Yes.
You had Sage Beckett. You had Lacey Evans.
Yes.
You had a wide variety of others in that match. But it was, at least, they didn't have the Maegan Classic and then just have the winner stay with WWE and NXT, and the rest of them just disperse and go to different companies and whatever. At least they have stayed in WWE.
Yeah, they're true to WWE.
They're kind of working. It looks like they're going to be working NXT for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Although I saw it on my phone earlier, and I messaged it to Matt. I might as well mention it here. Toni Storm was a participant in the Maegan Classic, and we hadn't seen her for a while. And I guess she went off to Progress and had a match and became their first ever women's champion. So kudos to her.
Awesome. Yep, congratulations. Also, we had
Oni Larkus and Danny Burch against Tino Sabatelli and Riddick, whatever his name is. And for their first match as a tag team, Burch and Larkin did fairly well for themselves, but they still got quite a ways to go. Before they got a lot of work to do to really they're much good as a tag team. Just they gotta have more matches to really show tag team continuity, and then we'll see how far it goes from there.
Yes, that'll be interesting. That's cool too. We were gonna have a match with Aleister Black
and somebody,
and it was cool, but it was annoying because you got Aleister Black coming into the ring. You get the love child of Prince and Wesley Snipes, fucking Velveteen Dream, and he kind of like Rose.
Yeah.
From the...
Aleister Black is doing his usual entrance, and he pops up on this table thing or whatever it is. Walking down the ramp, they do his they introduce him, and he gets basically like pretty much down the ramp, and before he even gets into the ring, the angle they had was perfect.
Oh yeah,
because they're showing Aleister Black, and then you got friggin' Velveteen Dream pop up behind him, and it's like, holy shit! And he hits Black from behind, and they go in the ring, and Dream ties Aleister's arms up in the ropes, and he's pretty much bet-slapping him, essentially. Hello, Kitty.
Say my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
Yeah.
And then eventually Aleister is able to get his arms free, and he missed Dream with that Black mass kick, but not by much.
Oh yeah. That's fucking great. So there's gonna be a match, obviously, for those two. Probably a takeover. There was a rumor that War Games is coming back.
Yes, it is.
Or takeover, or NXT in general.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. I thought War Games was the best thing, one of the best things to, anyways, come out of WCW. So
oh yeah, for sure.
It'll be interesting.
So we had Drew McIntyre leaving, I think it was the Performance Center or whatever, and you got, like, reporters and whatever wanting to talk with Drew. And they asked, where are you going? He said, oh, I'm doing international promotion or whatever for NXT. And you see him kind of look off to the side, but he didn't really pay much heed to it. And then here comes Zelina Vega over, kind of storming over, and he's like, hi, Selena, how are you? What can I do for you? And she's like, Andrade Cien Almas and I are waiting for a contract for an NXT Championship match, and we still haven't gotten it yet. And Drew goes, I've said it once, I said it twice, if I need to, I'll say it again. If Andrade wants a match so friggin' bad, he can come to me himself and ask for it. And he walks off, and that was the end of that. was led into a match with Roderick Strong against Andrade. And it was a fairly good match.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Cien Andrade, actually. You know, I think he's one of those really good heels, which may turn out to be almost like a Alberto character, maybe, in the future. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I think, you know what, he's pretty cool. And that was a good match. I think Roderick Strong is proving himself every week. I think he will eventually deserve another NXT championship shot in the future. And then, of course, you had at the end of the match,
Andrade won, and Roderick's kind of dazed and confused, and he looks like he's kind of mulling things over in his mind. And then here comes the Undisputed Era, which is stupid. Anyway, we ranted about that one.
Well, you know, it would have been cool if it was the Dishonorable Era, but whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So 3 of them come out, they get in the ring, and Adam Cole's like, "You're better than this," and whatever. And he's like, "If you join us, the world will be yours, and you can have whatever you want," and this, that, and the other thing. And Adam Cole's got on his arm an armband with it's like a 3 triangle symbol thing. He slides that off his arm, he kind of holds it, looks at it, and then he holds it out to Roderick. And Roderick's kind of apprehensive of taking it. He's like, "Do I take it? Do I not take it?" And he finally takes it, and he's holding it, and he's looking at it. Adam, Fish, and O'Reilly leave the ring, and there's Roderick standing with his armband thing in his hand, looking at it. And it's like, I guess these guys are recruiting on the recruiting trail, but one thing that I thought of is, okay, you got Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, all from Ring of Honor.
Yes.
The 3 of them already had formed a group, and they're trying to get Roderick Strong to join. So, could you potentially have a foursome WWE came in from Ring of Honor grouping? Oof. And kind of try and take over or whatever?
That would be, oh man, that would be fucking awesome. Because, I mean, that was fun. I mean, I watched Ring of Honor. I started watching, the newer episodes.
Yeah.
Not the best of Ring of Honor, but the newer episodes back in 2012. And it's it was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was old school WWF meets ECW. And
essentially.
A different way, you know. So it's yeah, why not? Adam Cole has come a long way, and eventually he'll get there to the WWE. And just the fact that you get these guys, Red Dragon, well, whatever, and they're in there, and they're gonna eventually become the new NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
So, yeah, have Roderick Strong join. I mean, who else can he really have on the team? It'll be it'll be an awesome stable. I would have thought, you know, what happens if Mike and Maria come back. There's a slim chance that they'll come back to WWE, Smackdown, but
yeah,
you know, what if? There's always that what if. Well, Maria's pregnant right now, so I honestly don't know what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, it's a awesome possibility just to see those 4 guys in
WWE.
Yeah, WWE, NXT.
Yeah. But even when you take into consideration the experience and the overall in-ring skill and ability of those 4,
yeah,
I mean, Roderick's a phenomenal athlete. Endless dictionary of backbreakers he can use, and this sick kick and stiff strikes and kind of in a little bit of a way the Japanese style, but not, fully Japanese style. And then you got the tag team continuity of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. If you've watched them before they came to WWE, you know all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole is really good wrestler. He's been high-level champion before.
Ring of Honor champion, television champion. Maybe the tag team champion there.
Probably at some point, yeah. And so if there is the chance that the four of them get together, it'd be a force to be reckoned with.
No doubt. I can't wait to see where this goes. So, NXT was a really good show, and it never disappoints. It's probably one of the better shows of WWE, actually. Yeah. But we'll see what happens with this and Smackdown versus Raw thing.
Yes.
In the next couple of weeks leading up to Survivor Series.
Right. One thing I want to add about NXT, not about what happened on the show, but it's something that will be interesting coming up, is they're going to have a rematch between Eric Young and Alexander Wolf against Akam and Razar of Authors of Pain for the NXT Tag Team Championships, which would be really good.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that too. Two big powerhouses going at it, so to speak, with Eric Young, but two crazy forces going at it, and it's gonna be awesome. I could see Authors of Pain take back their belts.
Yeah, probably.
It's a possibility. I mean, I love Sanity. They're one of my new favorite tag teams, but they can't mess with Authors of Pain.
No. Here's something to kind of think about. If it happens to be really cool, if it doesn't happen, fine, but picture this, if you will. When Eric Young and Alexander Wolf have the match with the Authors of Pain and say they retain the tag titles, and then have Nikki Cross win that four-way match and become NXT Women's Champion. Could you imagine what hell would break loose with those three as champions?
Yes. Oh yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, it could be done.
I think so.
And that would be awesome. And time will tell.
Yep.
So we head on to Smash Wrestling. We just saw that tonight. A very good match. It's a shorter show.
Yeah.
But very cool to see Sebastian Suave. He took on
Tarek, Trent Banks, and stupid sexy guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
But it was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
And Sebastian Suave, obviously, with his manager or everybody. And I'm the first one to say he looked like Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
So everyone chants Uncle Phil. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And who knows if he shows up in Peterborough.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Mm.
But, so that was a good match, too.
Yeah.
There was Cody Deaner, who... Oh, no, that was last week. Okay.
Yeah, they had a preview for... I think it's a match next week. We're going to have Scotty O'Shea against Cody Deaner in a London City Riot.
Oh, and I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that should be good.
And it was a great show because we got to see MVP in there You had Bobby Lashley last week. Just fucking cool to see all that. I know last year I saw... Well, actually, it was... I just met Jimmy Corderas. But, you know, there's been tons of people. Who knows who's going to be here next month? Well, Petey Williams will be there. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It was a good show. Main event, I'm trying to think.
That four-way was the main event.
Alright, so...
Before that, there was Andrews.
Oh, yes.
Dude came out dressed like a superhero.
Yeah, he challenged 2 jobbers to a match. There was this, well, 3. And then the third guy came out. He looked like a big muscle guy. But he lays down for money.
Yeah.
And
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was just fucking stupid. But then Andrew Blackwood, he comes out and he.
Two of them have a pretty good match.
Yeah,
there's a low shot and a pinfall, and he's gloating about how he's the winner. And who's friggin' come out? None other than Smash Wrestling's champion Tyson Dukes, wrestling machine, and pretty much drop the dude on his head with a brain buster.
This guy's a really good fucking wrestler. I also met him last year.
Yes.
Embarrassed myself for some reason. But hopefully we'll see how long he carries the championship for. It was a really good show this week. Smash. So Ali's coming back next week.
Yeah, they've advertised Ali having a match next week against whoever.
So I can't wait to see that. And so
actually, I might be wrong on this. I think it's going to be Ali against Casey Spinelli.
Yes. I did read that, and it'll be 2 scoops for Ali. So,
okay, not exactly sure where that came from, but...
Oh, I'll tell you later. Anyways, so that was this week in wrestling. Very cool, just to try to remember these things.
Oh, I know.
I know we have to jot it down, I know... we have to jot everything down from now on, because we have short-term memories.
Well, I mean, Smash Wrestling and Impact Wrestling were relatively fresh in our minds, because we pretty much watched them before we started this whole thing, diggity-doo.
And I didn't really watch Raw, but I did see half of Smackdown, so...
Yeah. And to collaborate and remember everything and talk about everything from, like, 4 days ago or even earlier than that, it's like, holy hell.
But it'll be fun. Survivor Series is looking promising.
Yes.
Takeover Houston's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
I can't wait to review that. Anyways, those were some really good shows. Anyways, for me and Matt and Killer Kyle, that's Wheels of Fury.
Me and my brightly colored shirt.
Yep.
Him and his
Tyson Dukes
wrestling machine t-shirt.
And we will talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.